Disclaimer: Fading the Books is not responsible for any losses. These are our opinions. Said it's about that time. Coach putting me in the game so I can push that line. Fading the books, yeah, it's time to talk parlay. This is the reason you need to watch today. It's almost game day, so let's get paid. We fading the books, now go ahead and turn the page.
Welcome, sports betting world, to Fade in the Books. We are here with our 4 best picks for week 12 of the NFL season. But first, we would like for you to help us reach our goal of 50 subscribers. We're sitting at 44 right now. So if you can, just your first time checking out the channel, hit that subscribe button. Help us get the 50 subscribers by the end of the month. Brandon, week 12, NFL season. More than halfway through it. So now the data should definitely support a lot of plays out here. Teams are setting their tendencies. The only thing, injuries or whatnot. So with that being said, Brandon, go ahead and talk us through one of your first picks that you like for this week.
Actually, one of my first picks I really like this week is going to be a big matchup between Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this one is huge for both teams. It's really a measuring stick for the Colts here. Not necessarily like they have to win it, but it's a huge measuring stick to see if they can play against a premier team. And the Chiefs is one of them teams where they almost have to win this one, right? So I think that it's a big matchup there. So for the first pick I like on this one, it's going to be Alec Pierce. Alec Pierce is in that he's in a contract year. It's been a lot of speculation on are they gonna sign him early? Is he gonna get the extension? Is he gonna make 25, 30? Like what is he gonna get each year? And Daniel Jones is using him a lot this year. And he's shown to be more than just a deep threat. With 52 targets this year, for I think he has 585 yards total. I like him at 50 yards though in this game. His line is just a little bit over 50, but I like him at 50 yards this game because he can really get that in one swing. I think this year, how many targets? Yeah, he's getting almost 6 targets a game, which is a career high for him in all the years he played. And he's in a jump ball threat. He's honestly the top jump ball, go get it, one-on-one, I gotta have it player in the league. Third down, that's him. It used to be Josh Downs on this team, but now they're going to Alec Pierce a lot more than normal. And I think the Chiefs is going to bring a lot of pressure. They're going to be focusing on Jonathan Taylor, forcing them into that third and long and that short or the second and long situations as well.
Mm-hmm. I like that pick. Um, Even though if you look at the Chiefs and their receiving yards to like the wide receiver and where they are overall ranked, I think we got to look at some of the data. A lot of those teams that they play, they don't have a MVP candidate, offensive player of the year running back in their backfield to help support, like the play action.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a running back like Taylor back there, it makes it a lot easier for the wide receivers to make big plays downfield because they have to respect the running back, of course. And you also have Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones ain't bad. He ain't got no Flintstone wheels on him. He got he ain't got no supercar wheels on him, but he's right there at the little sedan, when he hits the gas, he got a little get up and go. You know what I'm saying? To run. So you got to respect Daniel Jones too. And if you look at some of these teams that went over 50 yards, Philly, they got Saquon Barkley. The Chargers, I think that's when they had Hampton, and you still got Herbert
Yep.
back there. Like you got to respect these teams that has players in the backfield that can take off and run. And it
Absolutely.
shows and it shows in the data where those receivers, even though he's not a number one receiver, it depends on what you want to look at. If you want to look at long reception yards downfield, that's Alec Pierce. If you want to look
Mhm.
at targets, it's Alec Pierce. If you want to look at receptions, it's probably Alec Pierce. So in my eyes, I feel as though he may be the one receiver. So, I like that pick with Alec Pierce. He's covered that line 4 of the last, what, 5 games.
Mhm.
Going into Kansas City, we know that they're gonna run the ball with Taylor to set up that pass to help neutralize these screwed numbers with this Chiefs offensive rating here with the pass.
That one right there he didn't get, who was that against?
That was against Arizona.
Arizona, okay, okay.
Yeah, that was against
Yeah,
Arizona. He was two
and then
yards
with
short of it.
him, the Colts are a weird team to where it's like, they don't truly have a number 1 receiver, they just got a whole bunch of guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all their guys specialize in certain things. So that's one
Yeah.
thing I was looking at with this pick here is if I was went with receptions, I probably would've went with, like, Michael Pierce. Yeah, Michael
Mm-hmm.
Pierce. If I would've went with, like, small yards, Warren is becoming that guy, but to that medium to long range, Pierce is still gonna be the dude there. Pierce is still the
Yeah.
guy there.
Yeah.
So that's
I
my
like
one
that
o'clock
pick.
game there. Who you got for that 1 o'clock there?
My 1 o'clock. And I think it'd be best if I just go back to back because both of my picks are in the same game, and I'm
Okay.
targeting these Cincinnati Bengals. So with my first pick, since we're here, we're just gonna start with Drake May, and I took him down to 225 yards passing. He's covered that line in just about every game except for two. He's playing against the 29th ranked pass defense. So this Cincinnati team, they got a banged up Joe Flacco. They don't have Jamar Chase. They don't have a run game. This Patriots defense is
Mhm.
like top 10, maybe even top 5 in some categories. There's going to be plenty of opportunity for Drake May to cover 225. Easy against the
Mhm.
29th ranked pass defense in the Bengals.
Yeah, without Jamar Chase, they're gonna have plenty of opportunities to have the ball in this one. So the time of possession is gonna swing heavy for the Patriots. And with those quick passes of Booty and
You got Diggs out
Diggs
there.
out
Hmm.
there, I think that, they're big play guys where you can give them the ball quick, they can make it down there. And then their deep threat guy or their guy that's getting open, creating the most separation is Mac Hollins actually turning out to be. I think Mac Hollins is gonna be used a lot in this game as well, or try to be
Hmm.
used a lot in this game. And that just helps Drake May out there, to identify some weapons that he actually have against a team like the Bengals, honestly. They're 1-4 in their last. They're 3-7 on the season for the Bengals.
Yeah. So yeah, it's all we need is the Patriots to go out there and, as we say, just do your job. Do your
Do your
job.
job.
Yeah, ain't no sense in going down out there and playing down to your competition. Then you get guys injured. If you want to
Mhm,
go out injured, you want to go out there performing and giving it your best. So, my
mhm.
next pick, I'm going with the man who has been respecting the coins lately, Mr. Travion Henderson. I'm guiding for 50 yards rushing. As my nephew stated to me that Stevenson may be back. I still don't think this Patriots team or this coaching staff. I think Henderson's got that number one spot sold up. He's
Mm.
not turning over the ball. Stevenson, we know he can be fumbling prone, and then just adding on coming off an injury. I think that just pushes him back to the back burner a little bit. As long as Henderson is putting up yards, moving the ball, I can't see him losing his job. And he's only gonna get better with more touches. So I like him at 50 yards. He's covered it the last 4 or 5 games, and going up against the 32nd ranked defense when it comes to the run, to the running back, to your grandma, to your grandfather. It's the Bengals. So 50 yards for Henderson, man. I think that should be an easy cover. Hopefully it's a halftime cover because we love those.
Yeah. What'd you say about Luck? What'd you say about Luck? What was your
Hey,
saying you said about Luck?
preparation meets opportunity.
And I
There
think
you
with
go.
this one here, I think that Travion Henderson, I think that he had the luck when Stevenson went out. At this point, use that preparation, right? Because you had the opportunity when he went out. Now use that preparation to just solidify your number one back. I think he do have the
Hmm.
capability of actually being a number one back, but he has to prove it because they're not just about to give it over to him and take away snaps from Stevenson. I know that he is coming off of that toe injury though, so he will get the snaps on this game. But I think that this
Hmm.
has to be the game for Henderson to prove that he is the number one back
And
for
you
him.
and you know what? And you know what? Real quick. I think this is his first game as a pro playing in the state of Ohio. They played the
Oh.
Browns. They played the Browns, but it was in New England. And he went for 75 yards against the Browns. So this being his first game back since leaving college as a pro playing in Ohio, he may go off this game. Because there's going to be a lot of fans, Buckeye fans there probably wanting to see
Mhm.
him. So I think he's gonna show out this game. Have a big one.
Yeah. He definitely had the opportunity to do so in this game, especially with Trey Henderson being out and Cam Taylor-Britt being out. They have a lot of injuries out over there with the Bengals. Um,
Hmm.
so I think that, he has opportunity to do that. Now, speaking on running backs, right? We're gonna swing this over to the 4 o'clock game, with Atlanta, versus the, New Orleans Saints, I wanna say.
Yep, you're right
Um
about that.
They have, Michael Penix out for the year, just completed surgery. There, they have Drake London out, for a little while. There, I think that this is gonna be a big opportunity to use Bijan Robinson, there, and I like his running yards. I think they had him at like 86 or something like that. I just brought him down just a little bit to 80. He's going to have the opportunity to actually run the ball with Kirk Cousins back there. We just got to hope it's not a stagnant running game and they're using them more out in flare outs and more in counters and things like that instead of just straight stagnant run. Because if you can get the New Orleans Saints running left and right, Bijan has the speed to just take it. Bijan has the
Hmm.
moves, and you get him in open field, it's ugly there. So I like him at 80 yards.
Yeah, I like Bijan a lot. I was thinking about when you said you was gonna take Bijan, I was thinking about the backup. It's one of those where
Oh,
it's like,
Algier.
yeah, it's one of them like, do you use Algier to just pound that Saints offensive defensive line? You know what I'm saying? Just to
Hmm.
maybe make it a little easier for Kurt, because again, Kurt has to establish some what we want to say, like what's the word I'm looking for? Some chemistry with these wide
Oh
receivers,
yeah.
especially not having Drake London out there. So I can see them maybe using Algier, maybe more just to soften up that defensive line of the Saints and probably throw Bijan maybe for a few like receiving yards.
Hmm.
Um, I could kind of see that. But 80 yards, Bijan being a dynamic player, he can bust one for about 50 or 60. You know what I'm saying? And help cover that. That's my only fear with this, with the 80 yards. But the play
So
itself is definitely there.
So I seen 'em both been using tandem last week actually against
Yeah.
the Colts, I wanna say. I'm sorry, 2 weeks ago against the Colts when they
Coach.
was using tandem. When they was both using tandem, Tyler Algier, he got his yards, which was his yards is always low at 25, 30 yards.
Hmm.
But Bijan's gonna get his regardless. No matter how many touches he get, he's gonna get his regardless. I know that it's been a few games to where the play calling was just terrible,
Yeah.
there and Michael Penix was not executing. But now you actually have a quarterback that can put them in the right run plays, um, in that pregame. I mean the pre-snap reads. He can make better pre-snap reads than Michael Penix there. So that's why I like Bijan here at the running game because Bijan
Hmm.
is a 3 down back. He's not one of them backs where he's only in there for first and second downs. He's in there for all 3 downs because he has the capability. He's not a really good run blocker, but or pass protector, but um, he definitely can be utilized in the pass game and in the running game. And he a running back in the league to me, top
Yeah,
5.
most definitely, because he's one of those dual threat running backs, and you don't have too many of those in the league now. You know what I'm saying? That can
Yeah,
actually catch the ball. You got backs that you can throw to once or twice in the game, but this guy here, man, you could throw it to him 6, 7 times a game. Just like a Christian McCaffrey. Like you can
absolutely.
literally utilize him in the pass game. So I've always liked Bijan. I just hope he doesn't end up like a Barry Sanders situation where you got all that talent, but it's just the team.
Ooh, that would be
You know
bad.
what I'm saying? Yeah,
I
that's
think that
and
with
that.
him, honestly, with this pick though, we're banking on just a big play, just a big play.
Yeah, just a
honestly.
big play. I need just a big 40, 50-yard run from him. And then after
And we
that, especially if they try to bring pressure on Cousins, you know what I'm
and we was
saying?
talking about this,
Um,
and I don't wanna bring this back up, but we was talking about this on this Thursday night, live show, our last one, and I said the only thing that'll hurt us on that under on James Cook is if that big play goes through, and
yeah,
he lo and behold, first
yeah,
quarter, he broke a 45-yard
yeah,
run.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
so
my thing
so
is
running backs
it's
like that.
yeah, because in that pick, I was like, the data says that the under is definitely there, but Cook is again a dynamic player who once he get to that second level, it's only one
Exactly.
move, one move on the linebacker, and he's done. And it was just again, they was bringing pressure, and he just happened to hit that gap and was gone. You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's the
So
same
yeah,
thing for Bijan. So now on this one,
that
we're betting the opposite.
yeah, yeah, we're back. Yeah, we probably need it. We probably need it on
Yeah,
this one here.
yeah,
So
yeah,
with
yeah.
that being said here, that is our picks that we got for this Sunday, week 12 of the NFL season. Let me see. I'm trying to bring this up here. We have Travion Henderson, 50 yards rushing. Alec Pierce, 50 yards receiving. Drake May, 225 on the passing yards. Bijan Robinson for 80 yards rushing. All right, nephew, you got any parting words for the people? Or
That's
we
it.
want to let them know what we got going on Monday.
What's Monday?
Monday.
Who's on Monday night
Monday. We always
game?
do Monday night
Monday Night
live
Live. We
stream.
got Monday Night Live stream at 6:30. Make sure y'all joining us on Monday Night Live stream with the Carolina Panthers versus the 49ers there.
49ers.
And
Yep.
Carolina's actually been looking pretty good lately.
Yeah, they have.
Carolina's been looking pretty good.
So that
So,
should be a good matchup. I think Brock Purdy is back,
Purdy's
I
back.
do believe. This
So
game
join us
is
for some good
being
conversation and talks and picks
yeah,
out there so we can kinda
yeah,
dissect this game and win some money.
that's right. With that being said, y'all, we out and we will see y'all Monday, Monday for the
6:30.
6:30. Yep, for the stream. All right, thanks. We out. Peace.